Hello everyone and welcome back to the Shin DMG YouTube channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at my score from TFCon. This is the Transart Skateboard Gorilla, and this guy totally isn't Transmetal Optimus Prime from Beast Wars for legal reasons. The original version of this figure was one of my childhood favorites alongside the Transmetal 2 Dinobot, which I still have to this day. The Transmetal line of figures just screams 90s aesthetic. Oh, how could I forget to mention the show itself. What an amazing piece of television. There's plenty of Transformers shows, but none of them are quite like Beast Wars. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend it. Now moving on to why we're here in the first place, the figure itself. Right out of the box, it's absolutely gorgeous. I've had this thing for a little while now, and throughout my play sessions, this thing has had almost zero issues, but we'll get into that later. For now, just take a look at this big monkey. He's a giant compared to the original figure. And from what I can tell from this figure is that Transart, the creators of these third-party Transformers, aimed to make masterpiece high-end versions of Beast Wars characters, and I say aimed because apparently they've closed up shop, which is sad. The painting on this figure is spot on and looks like the leader of the Maximals just hopped right out of the screen. But enough of how this thing looks, how does it feel? And I can tell you right away, this big boy toy does not disappoint. This figure is completely solid and a joy to play with, which is enhanced by the large amount of accessories. Included is 2 alternate robot mode and beast mode faces, 2 maces that double as accessories for the turret mode, a blaster that lights up, and you can plug in some included effect parts to enhance it even more. And finally, it comes with a stand. With all these accessories included, you could truly let your imagination run wild and bring some of your favorite poses from the show to life. And while the stand can be a little wobbly with air poses, it works pretty well regardless. With that, let's get right into the articulation. The head is on a ball joint and can move pretty much any way you'd like. The shoulders have a full range of motion. Ooh, this is a sign of good things to come. The arms are on a swivel and the elbows can come up this far and go back this far. The wrist is on a ball joint and the fingers are articulated as well. We have a swivel at the waist. The legs have a ratchet at the top, along with a swivel. The monkey toes act as posable knee pads in the robot mode. The knee is on a ratchet as well. The ankle can swivel, and these die-cast metal feet can go out this far and come back this far. The range of motion in the robot mode is fantastic and really brings the figure to life. Along with his turret mode, let's see what kind of poses we can get out of it. Here's how he scales next to the masterpiece Nemesis Prime, Transmetal 2 Dinobot, my previous reviews the Hayatoys Godzillas, and as you can see, this is a big hunk of a boy. But watch as this boy gets kneecapped and becomes Prime Kong. And just like that, we've devolved into a primate. Time to do some karaoke. Its transformation is almost a one-for-one recreation of the original toys. Again, it's like this design was ripped out of the TV. The sculpt is a perfect recreation of his beast mode from the show, and its articulation is the exact same as the robot mode. But wait, monkey have hoverboard. It is such a fun play feature. Can even throw some accessories on there and make it roll around, but here lies my glaring issue with this figure. These die-cast metal board connector things pop out way too easy, to the point where even if you touch these things at all, it's just an unpleasant experience. But that's one negative along a long laundry list of positives. This thing has a lot of character, and it's just as much a joy to pose in its beast mode as its robot mode. Let's get into the size comparison. Nemesis Prime, Dinobot 2, and Godzilla! Overall, this figure is amazing. Faithful to both the original toy and the show, I cannot figure out how to improve this figure in any way. Overall, this figure is an absolute must for any Beast Wars fans, and I give it a near perfect 9 out of 10. I swear I'll be negative someday. But for now, we're on an absolute hot streak. Will the streak continue with our next review?
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z!
Well, that's just Prime.